what we've been seeing since the kid arrived. Ultra competitive. Like, nope, the moment's never too big for him. He can extend plays with his legs, accurate throwing the ball down the field, just a tough nut. And, it's really, the results, obviously not what we want. The encouraging part is we really believe we have two good quarterbacks here. That Tony won the job in a really competitive situation. But, proud of Anthony, proud of all these kids, man, and the environment, the situation, just to compete, go down 14-0 and battle back with 20-some unanswered points. Hate that we didn't have opportunity to have the ball coming out of the break, with that. But we had two possessions and we didn't finish the deal. But in regards to Tony, to Anthony, a lot of good, and there's some things he can learn from, obviously, moving forward. And there's a lot of football left for this team.
Mike?
Yes, with Calandria, what is your kind of comfort level with his ability to improvise, to keep plays alive, but he kind of kept his head up, feet behind the line of scrimmage? How comfortable are you with him doing that?
Yeah, very comfortable with that. And, we kind of joke, during the week that we know this kid's going to go out here and he's going to make some wild plays, right? And I don't have hair. I might be pulling my hair out as he's running around, but knowing he's going to make a wild play, and he did that. But I thought he did a really good job of trying to take care of the ball. Unfortunate there on that interception, with that, the kid from James Master made a heck of a play on it. That killed some of my momentum with plus territory there, believing that we was going to score again in that situation. So, I know that kid's eating up inside, right? Because they're in a 2-minute drive. He's led us in 2-minute drives in fall camp in those situations, for a field goal to win. So he's very confident in that situation. Just, unfortunately, we didn't capitalize on it.
You had 3 rushing touchdowns in the red zone, but overall it was not a good day for the running game.
It wasn't, and want to look back at the first play of the game. From what we saw, maybe it was not a hold, but the official made the call, so that negated, a big chunk of yardage there in the run game. And, our DNA is to run it, and we know it was going to be a tough task because they're pretty good against the run, but committing to the run allowed Calandria to get some explosive plays in the passing game. And that's our belief. That's how it meshes. And it was good to see that come to fruition, for a good chunk of the game. And we just got to keep pushing forward in that same mindset. Clean up a couple of things. The pre-snap penalties are inexcusable with that. We've got to clean that up and get back to work tomorrow because we've got a short week, playing on Friday.
Jackie?
When you look at guys like Malachi Fields and Curtis Jones, just talk the flashes that they gave you today and their improvement.
Yeah, again, especially with Parrish, right? He's grown a lot from last season, and he's able to play fresher because we have Kobe, we got Mike, we got Parrish, we got some other guys in the stables that can play. Whereas last year, Parrish was playing a big chunk of it. He got worn down as the season went on. So his elusiveness, like when we caught the swing ball and stuff like that, those are strengths that he brings to us. And Mike and Kobe catching the ball, right? Kobe has a really good skill set to do that. And then Malachi, the guy, he's big, he's physical, and people are trying to take away from us throwing it down the field, and we throw it short to him, and he takes a 5-yard hitch and turns it to a 12-yard completion. That's really good football. So, and then when people come up on us, like in Tennessee, we know we can take advantage of throwing it down the field to him in that regard. So, just for him to continue to steady his progression with that, and just obviously got to be able to run the ball more efficiently. The attempts are going to be there. It's got to be more efficient so we can stay ahead of it and not get behind schedule. Statistically, we had a lot of third down and longs, which is obviously not favorable in that regard, and not enough third and shorts, third and mediums.